News. We'll get it right to the website, and the first thing I see is a Wall Street Journal NBC poll. Obama's foreign policy numbers are lower than ever.
Yes, these are bad numbers. He's in the high 30s for him on foreign policy, and basically the high 30s in terms of where people think the country are headed. They're the lowest numbers he's ever had.
I would have to guess, though, that what's gone on here in the last couple of weeks, this wouldn't be an incredible shock to the administration, would it?
Yeah, between Bergdahl, Iraq, other elements going on around the world, it's been one hit after the other. Putin in Ukraine, it just seems like he can't catch a break.
Says according to 41% of those surveyed, the Obama administration's performance has gotten worse. Top three reasons given were Obamacare, the president's foreign policy, and his decision to swap Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl for 5 Taliban members. It's interesting we have all those in there, which are big stories, which we've been following for some time. But then you also have to put into the fact that there is now Iraq, and a lot of people are still wondering what he's going to be doing there. And there are people right now who see the president dithering on Iraq as well.
Oh, yeah. I think if you had given that poll a little bit closer to right now, you would be getting slammed on Iraq. Those numbers would probably be even lower.
All right, here comes another story on the Newsmax website today, Tim. Obama's CIA facing severe gaps in hunt for Iraqi terrorists. Tell us a little bit about this one.
The point here is they have no intelligence on the ground. It's very clear. They didn't see ISIS coming. They didn't see ISIS, I would say, with most of the world, they didn't see it coming this fast. And the result is they have no targeting. People have called for airstrikes, but the president is very reluctant. I think his own advisors in the military are telling him they can't, they've got to hit something. And this group is moving so fast and is so new to this terrain, they literally don't have targets right now.
If you think about it then, it's whether it would be Barack Obama or anybody else, they got caught off guard. They didn't know that ISIS was really moving as fast as they were. It would seem as if at least the administration was not aware of how well funded they were, how well together they were. And then if you look at everything else, that they were completely unprepared. The American people are scratching their heads again, wondering how can our military supposedly, we're supposed to be better than this. We're supposed to know what's going on here, right?
Yeah, 10 years into a war on terror against Islamists, you would hope that we have people inside some of these groups and that we know what's going on, but that doesn't appear to be the case.
No targeting. That's something else I have to work on because, of course, knowing the military as I do and some military friends of mine, it takes time. You have to have those targets, and you at least have to go in. You can't go in blind to just go ahead and throw bombs everywhere you can. Another story here, which we've talked about briefly, the patent board stripping the Redskins of the trademark due to a disparaging name. I have a feeling this one's going to trend for several days. Yeah, and I think the big surprise here, at least what I've picked up on comments and seeing the chatter on this particular story, a lot of people didn't realize there's, in a sense, a moral clause to patents. You cannot take out a patent that disparages a group, let's say journalists, for instance, or an ethnicity, or in this case, Native Americans. And that's what they've ruled on. I don't know why. This was the second case that has been brought before them, but that's the result of it. They went into a long-standing part of patent law, and that's what they based this on. All right, about 20 seconds left. The Wall Street Journal, NBC News, also busy on another poll, also on the Newsmax website. Hillary Clinton still facing public trust issues. This one simply will not go away.
Yeah, I think some of this is this rollout with this book has not gone completely according to plan. She's had some good days, but she's had some bad days. If you recall, she kind of stumbled out of that gate with the complaint that her and Bill were, bankrupt or out of money at the end of their presidency. And a lot of people, really slammed her on that. So I think there's been some missteps, and I think that's what the polling reflects.
We got a long way to go to 2016, my friend, no doubt about it. Tim Collie, managing editor of Newsmax Media and Newsmax.com. Thanks for joining us, Tim, bringing us up to speed.
Okay, thanks, Ed. Have a good day.
We'll do it every time. We'll talk with the mothership here and find out exactly what they have in their mind and in their thinking. Tell us what's in your mind and your thinking. Go to Newsmax.com. Check out the stories that we just talked about, and then talk to us about it here on social media, because right here on Midpoint, every day, we question everything.